Hi everyone, I hope you guys are keeping well. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top 10 stretches for sciatica pain. Sciatica pain is a very common condition that many people in some stage in their life experience it. But you should not be worried too much about it because this condition can pass by very quickly if you are having an idea how to treat it at home. In this routine, I'm going to share with you my top 10 stretches that you can use at home without any equipment and slowly build up your mobility and recover from this condition. If you've never been in this channel, my name is Bob, I'm a physical therapist, and the purpose of this channel is to help people like yourself with simple tips and exercise for quicker recovery. Make sure to subscribe my channel for my weekly update and don't forget to press that like button. Before I start this routine with you guys, I would like to share with you two important tips that you should follow while you're doing these exercises. If you haven't seen your physical therapist and you have diagnosed yourself in internet and watching basically videos or searching in Google and diagnose yourself by yourself, I would definitely suggest you to contact your physical therapist and get the right diagnosis about your condition, because sciatica symptoms can be very similar to other conditions that we have in our lower back and lumbar spine, but I would always suggest my patient to get the right diagnosis. The second tips that I would like to share with you is that you have to be consistent with this routine and do this routine in a daily basis, at least for the next 3 to 4 weeks, at least once or twice a day. This routine is suitable for any entry level, which means you don't need to have any fitness level. It's pretty low impact and it's suitable for any type of back pain. If you're suffering from sciatica pain or disc bulges, this can actually help you to reduce your pain, help you to improve your mobility, and helps you to actually recover quicker. Let's get started. You're going to start this routine with cat camel, which is a simple exercise but very effective if you're suffering from disc bulges or sciatica. This exercise can mobilize your lower back and improve your symptoms and reduce your pain. You can try this exercise on a daily basis for 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. I'm going to show you a modified version that you can try the same exercise on your elbow. This routine is suitable for any level and you can practice this on a daily basis 2 to 3 times. We're going to move on to nerve glide, which is a simple but effective exercise if you're suffering from sciatica pain or disc bulges. You're going to lie down on your back and stabilizing one knee. You're going to flex and extend the knee to the comfortable zone for 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. You're going to go through the comfortable zone that you can try, and don't hesitate to try this exercise in both sides. You're going to be relaxed, breathing in and out, and try this exercise through the day 2 to 3 times. After finishing the nerve glide, you can straight away move on to the hip stretch, which is a single leg hip stretch, and I can find this exercise very comforting while I see my patient with sciatica pain or disc bulges. You can stay there for 10 to 15 seconds in each pose and repeat this exercise for 3 to 4 sets through the day. Breathing is essential, and whenever you felt comfortable, you can move on to holding your both knee down to your chest. This exercise can be effective if you're suffering from your lower back pain or disc bulges and can improve your mobility while you're trying this routine. We are going to move on to baby pose stretch, which is one of my favorite stretch if you're suffering from sciatica pain. This stretch can help you to mobilize your lower back and upper back and help you to improve your breathing. The aim of this exercise is to get the most comfortable zone and try to focus on your breathing while you stretching your upper back and your lower back. You can move to either side, to the right, and try to relax your back and improve your basically breathing while you're doing this exercise. Trying to take a deep breath and use your diaphragm as much as you can. You can turn around to the other side. Make sure to work around your own comfortable zone. Breathing in and out, and try this routine 2 to 3 times through the day. The next stretch that I'm going to show you in this video, it's going to be back extension or Mackenzie technique, which is a very effective stretch that can help you to reduce your pain and improve your symptoms. This stretch is pretty passive, which means you don't necessarily need to do a lot of movement to get through the stretch. We'll start with the very basic and basically gentle move that you're gonna basically just put your elbows on the pillow, and if you find that is comfortable, you can progress it gradually to mini push-ups that they'll literally help you to bring your back to the extension. Whenever you felt comfortable with mini push-up, you can increase the range of the movement in that area and bring your basically upper body slightly off the ground. Make sure while you're doing this exercise, avoid lifting your hip off the ground. Mackenzie stretch can help you to improve your low back pain and reduce your symptoms. Try this exercise daily 2 to 3 times for 3 to 8 repetitions. We are going to move on to hip drop stretch, which is a very simple but effective stretch if you're suffering from sciatica pain, and this stretch can be used in acute phase, and it's pretty gentle, but it creates gentle movement in your lower back. The aim of this stretch is to improve your mobility on your lower back and help you to actually breathe in and out in a deeply manner and try to use your diaphragm more and more. Try this stretch, try to stay relaxed and try to focus on your breathing while you're doing it. The reason that I'm asking you breathing is very important because that can help you to improve your stretch quality. We're gonna move on to figure 4 stretch, which is a very simple but effective stretch for the hip. And if you're suffering from sciatica pain and lower back pain or disc bulges, usually the hip muscle can get very tight and uncomfortable, and this stretch can be done in a daily basis to improve that mobility. You can try this stretch in both sides. I do have a seated version of this stretch that if you find this is difficult, I can show you on the side that you can try that in a seated position. We are going to move on to hip flexor stretch, which is a simple but effective stretch if you're suffering from lower back pain. This stretch can mobilize your lower body muscle group such as your hip, your hamstring and your glute muscle. If you're suffering from sciatica or low back pain, you can practice this regularly through the day 2 to 3 times in both sides. As I mentioned earlier, breathing is essential. Try to breathe in and out and try to avoid holding your breath. Practice this exercise 2 to 3 times through the day. We are going to move on to pigeon stretch, which is an advanced hip stretch. And in some cases, if you find that you have a tight hip, stay active with the figure 4 stretch until you find your mobility improve, and then you can move on to pigeon stretch. Pigeon stretch can be a deeper layer of muscle group of your glutes that get involved in this stretch, and in some cases it can be uncomfortable. I use a pillow to create some comfort in that area, and I try this stretch in both sides. Try this stretch for 3 to 4 sets through the day and hold for 15 to 20 seconds in each side. Every person has a different range, and try to work around your own range and avoid stretching or overstretching your hip muscle. The last stretch or mobility movement that I'm going to show you in this routine, it's gonna be posterior tilt of your pelvis. In most cases, people do suffer with mobilizing their pelvis, and in this exercise, I'm going to show you how you can actively posteriorly tilt your pelvis. You're going to put your hands underneath of your lower back and try to push your lower back to your hand, which means you create some pressure in the lower back and you can feel that pressure with your hands. You're going to try this exercise in both sides and practice this exercise through the day 2 to 3 times for 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. If you're suffering from sciatica pain or lower back pain or disc bulges, this routine is suitable for you and can help you to reduce your pain, improve your mobility, and help you to recover quicker. I suggest you again to make sure to get a right diagnosis before you're trying any type of exercises, and make sure that you are suffering from sciatica pain, because that can help you to recover quicker and have a better results. In addition, I would suggest you to try this routine at least once or twice a day in a daily basis for the next 4 weeks. If you have any question regarding lower back pain or any other type of injury that you're experiencing, leave me a comment underneath of this video and I would be happy to get back to you. Before you leave this video, make sure to subscribe my channel for my weekly update and don't forget to press that like button. Until next week, all the best.